Hey guys, Sol here. Today I'm going to show you how I took Gearheart War Factory. I use Rifleman medics and Zookas, so I'm first going to show you the stats of my troops. These are my Riflemen, my Zookas, and my medics. And as you can see, I have max level artillery and max level barrage. Oh, no, that's a flare. Max level barrage. And I have 88 GBE. I was not boosted when I took it down. I'm not boosted anyways. But so I have base stats out of my statues. So I'm going to show you essentially what I did and what was my plan and what ended up happening. So from the get-go, I know I want to get rid of these two shock launchers right here. I want to get rid of that shock launcher right there. I want to get rid of that rocket launcher and those flamethrowers, because my idea is to essentially bring Zookas somewhere on here and then smoke them into the two square above where that shock launcher is. And then target the core, and then with just 3 shocks, you'll be able to cover everything you need to do. You send a shock right there on the corner, of that middle cannon. You can cover all the lasers on there. If you send a shock to the middle of the headquarters, you can cover the flamethrower, the hot pots, and the machine gun. And lastly, if you send a shock here, then you can cover those lasers. And essentially, from that point, you're safe. I think the headquarters had something around 500,000 HP points. So on all Zooka attack with 10 seconds, unboosted is plenty enough to take it. If you're not max level, then boosting your status might be a good idea. But if you have plenty of attacks, then doing a second attack to finish it off, it's not a big deal. So initially, then I'm gonna, as you can see here, I'm gonna GBE. I'm gonna GBE that shock launcher, and it took 3 barrages and 4 artillery shots to take it down with my max level GBE abilities. Then with my Rifleman medics, I was gonna just land. I was gonna shock the lasers and then land my troops, hoping that my Rifleman could quickly enough take out the first laser, and then the second laser, I could take shots from the second laser because the laser could not kill my troops fast enough. My medics then could keep them alive. That didn't turn to be the case. I mean, it was. They could take one shot of the laser, but then I didn't take into account that my medics wouldn't be able to heal the troops fast enough, in combination with the damage that the laser would do. So you see right there, the laser just took a huge swath of my Rifleman just because the rocket launcher already had damaged them. Then I tried to reflare to the corner, but by that point, it was already too late. I have lost too many Riflemen, so I decided, well, I'm just gonna use my my GBE ability to then shock and smoke and see, to open up that path as much as I could. But you can see, every time that double shot of the shock launcher hits me, it's taking a huge bunch of Riflemen. So in concept, my idea was good, but not that good. On hindsight, it would have been better to maybe just send the GBE in, attack the 2 lasers, and maybe retreat, and then go from there, because I ended up losing all my troops. I cleared a little bit of GBE, but besides clearing the 2 lasers, I didn't do a lot. So yeah, maybe warriors to kill the lasers and then retreating. But then again, I only had 16 GBE left when I initially attacked that shock launcher on the top. So, and I already had loaded the Rifleman medic, so I didn't want to sort of reload any different troop. I accomplished my primary and secondary goal. My tertiary goal was to kill that rocket launcher, which I took about half of the health of it. So, a moderate success attack, I would say. not a complete fail. So let's go to the second attack. The second attack I did a GBE only. How do you call it? A GBE only attack. I needed one barrage and 2 artillery shots, I think, to take down the rocket launcher. And then I believe, let me make sure what I'm saying is correct. Yes, I took some of the mines, and then if I'm not mistaken, then I sent all my artillery to those 2 shock launchers. Then I landed some troops here to gather 9 more GBE to be able to send 1 more barrage towards the shock launchers. So I just landed the troops in that corner, let them destroy the first 2, and then the last one, the third, retreated, sent a barrage, and that's pretty much it. So that essentially put that shock launcher combo, if I'm not mistaken, as a two artillery, 1 barrage takedown, so that I could destroy them. So yeah, there's the barrage, and now I think I sent 2 artillery shots. There's the first, and then the second. Yes. So now essentially I'm completely covered. That laser essentially has a range starting from that cannon, going to that one right in the middle of the screen, to that crate, then sort of going to that other crate, and then in the middle of those 2 cannons, and then going up around. So my plan was now to land and stay clear of those 2 of the laser, and then just clear as much as I want or as I could, and gather enough GBE so that I could go up to the corner, kill the flamethrowers, and then hopefully maybe smoke and take some of the health of the HQ. Now, I want to say something. What I did here after I did it, and then I started thinking about it, it could have been done a lot better. Right now, I started with the 88 GBE. So if I had destroyed 10 more defenses or non-defensive buildings, I would have had enough GBE to get a 4th shock. Okay? At that point, with the GBE that I just collected right now, with those 4 different crates, now I had enough GBE to smoke my troops in, flare the HQ, and take it down right on this attack. However, I got sort of blinded by what was happening. Then you just saw previously, the flamethrower hit me, took some of my troops down, and this is where it got really bad. I still think I could make it in my mind. I still think I can make it. So I go in, 1 smoke, 2 smokes, and I have at this point I have 130 EB. Target the HQ, and guess what? Instead of selecting the shock, I send a freaking critter pack to the thing, and yeah, that screwed me up. That just threw my entire game up. I had so much EB. I was about to, and I didn't know what to do, so I ended up dumping it on the HQ. It was silly, but had I just gone and do what I not what I planned, but in hindsight, what I'm telling you right now, take out enough buildings and defenses to get that 4th shock, and have enough for a set of smokes and flares, it would have been done in this attack, but it wasn't. So I loaded all my Zookas, and then I took it down on this try. So I went and landed all my troops in the middle. I don't care that the cannon takes 1, 2, 3, 4. So I go flare to that corner, because I know from here, remember, Zookas walk well on diagonals. So I know that I can still take it if I lose 10, 12 Zookas. It will not matter. And the amount of time it takes, that's the amount of losses that you would take. Then I go to the corner, I smoke in. So I'm going to use 6 smokes, maybe 5. Maybe 5. So flare and the final flare to the HQ. Alright. Now here we go. Let me just pause this. Take it in slow motion. Remember what I said. So a shock to the cannon. It's going to chuck all the lasers. Shock to the middle. It's going to chuck the laser. It's going to chuck the machine gun, the flamethrower, and the half pot. And then a shock to all the lasers on the far left. I don't care about anything less. And then it's just boom. 3 shots. HQ is down. Gearheart is down. Now, yes, I understand that I'm a max level player in the sense of offense for the troops that I showed you today, with the exception of the medics. I also have max level barrages, but on hindsight, if you spend 2 attacks for GBE, let me just go back. If you go 2 attacks of GBE, land your troops or do whatever you need to do, but take that shock launcher with GBE. Take that shock launcher with GBE. That pair of shock launchers with GBE, and then with a 3rd attack, land your troops, shock these two lasers, or take them down. However you want. You can do it with warriors probably. And then maybe send your warriors up to the top and take that. That's going to be a 3rd attack. Then you have 2 attacks to go in with Zookas and walk them around and essentially destroy the headquarters. You still have to think about that flamethrower up there, the one in the corner, because if you flare to where I did on the last attack, you're still going to be able to hit you. So you either need a 4th shock to do it, or target that flamethrower on your 3rd attempt, on your 4th attempt, sorry. Take it down and then go for the HQ. Well, guys, in any case, I hope this helped you. So check it out.